My friends, let me tell you a great secret. There is no separation between you and the life you desire except the veil of your own belief. What you see in your world is but the shadow of what you have assumed to be true in your mind. The great key to possessing all that you desire is to act as if it were already yours, not in pretense, but in deep, unwavering conviction. Close your eyes for a moment and ask yourself, what would it feel like if I had everything I ever wanted? The wealth, the health, the love, the success. What would that version of you think, say, and do? Feel it. Let it sink into your very being. You see, we are not waiting for the world to change. The world is waiting for us to change. It is waiting for you to abandon doubt, to drop the illusion of lack, and to embrace the truth that all things are already yours the moment you claim them in imagination. If you wish to be wealthy, do not dwell in the consciousness of poverty. If you seek love, do not live in the expectation of loneliness. Instead, wake up each day and walk as the one who already has it. Speak from the position of having. Feel the joy, the ease, the security that comes with already being the one you desire to be. And if the outer world dares to contradict your assumption, do not waver. Persist. Hold firm to the unseen reality within, and soon the world will bow to your inner conviction. Gratitude is the evidence of faith. When you give thanks before seeing proof, you have aligned yourself with the laws of creation. So let your heart swell with gratitude now, not for what will come, but for what already is in the unseen. My friends, test this for yourself. Dare to act as if you have everything, and watch as the world rearranges itself to reflect your certainty. Go forth, not as one who hopes, but as one who knows, for all that you seek is already yours. What if I told you that the world you see around you is nothing more than a reflection of the thoughts you have consistently entertained? That every experience, every person, every circumstance in your life is but an outpicturing of your inner world. This is not philosophy, it is law. Everything begins in the mind. The chair you sit on, the building you stand in, the very clothes you wear, all were once mere ideas in someone's imagination before they became tangible reality. The same law that brings physical objects into existence also governs your personal life. What you imagine and accept as true in your inner world must by law be expressed in your external world. Your imagination is not mere fantasy. It is the workshop of creation, the force that molds and shapes your destiny. If you desire to change your life, you must first change the images you hold within. When you consistently dwell upon a particular idea, whether consciously or unconsciously, you invite it into your experience. Have you ever noticed how fears seem to materialize effortlessly? You worry about something intensely, and suddenly it happens. This is not coincidence, it is evidence of the power of imagination. But here is the good news. The same force that brings your fears to life can also bring your highest dreams into reality. The key is in your assumption. What you persistently assume to be true in your imagination will eventually solidify into fact. Let me ask you this. What are you imagining right now? Are you seeing yourself as successful, loved, and fulfilled? Or are you envisioning failure, struggle, and disappointment? Your dominant mental pictures are shaping your future at this very moment. You do not attract what you want. You attract what you believe to be true. If you wish to transform your life, begin by imagining yourself already in possession of your desire. See it clearly in your mind's eye. Feel it as if it were real. Hear the voices of those congratulating you. Touch the textures of your new reality. Engage all your senses in this inner experience and, most importantly, accept it as fact. Do not wait for the world to show you proof before you believe. The world is simply a mirror. It can only reflect what you assume within. The moment you claim something in imagination, you set the wheels of creation into motion. Persist in this assumption, and it must come to pass. Doubt not, waver not. The only limit to what you can create is the limit of your imagination. Dare to imagine boldly. Dare to assume the highest and best for yourself. The world will adjust itself to match your vision. So, I leave you with this. If imagination creates reality, Then why not imagine something magnificent? Why not embrace the truth that you are the creator of your destiny? Dare to believe in your vision and watch as life reshapes itself to bring your imagination into form. There is a secret known to those who have mastered the art of creation, a truth so powerful that it has shaped the destinies of the greatest minds, leaders, and visionaries throughout history. It is this: if you want to manifest anything in your life, you must live in the end. What does it mean to live in the end? It means that instead of waiting for your desires to materialize before you feel the emotions of having them, you assume the feeling of your wish already fulfilled. You think, speak, and act from the state of already possessing what you seek. You shift your inner world so completely that the outer world has no choice but to conform. Many people make the mistake of living in a state of constant waiting. They say, "When I have the money, I will feel secure," or "Once I find love, I will be happy." But by doing so, they keep their desires at arm's length. They remain in a state of lack, always chasing, never receiving. The truth is, the world is simply a mirror reflecting your internal state. When you embody the reality of your wish fulfilled, the world must respond accordingly. If you desire wealth, you must assume the mindset of one who is already wealthy, not by reckless spending, but by cultivating an inner sense of abundance and security. If you seek love, you must first feel love within, knowing that you are already complete. If you wish for success, you must carry yourself as if success were already yours. This is not pretending, this is creation. Consider an actor who takes on a role. To play the part convincingly, they do not hope to become the character, they embody it fully. They think as the character would think, feel as the character would feel, and act as the character would act. The audience believes in the performance because the actor has become the role. Now imagine applying this principle to your own life. Instead of hoping for change, you become the version of yourself who already possesses what you desire. You wake up every morning with the certainty that your wish is fulfilled. You move through the day with confidence, gratitude, and expectation. You stop reacting to the old reality and instead remain faithful to your assumption. And here is the most important part. Persistence is key. The world may not shift overnight, but if you remain unwavering in your state, reality must bend to match your assumption. Doubt and fear may whisper in your ear, but you must ignore them. Keep returning to the feeling of already having what you want. So I ask you this: can you trust your imagination more than your senses? Can you believe in the unseen before it becomes seen? If you can, then you hold the key to limitless creation. Live in the end, and the end will become your reality. There is a profound truth that governs all of life, a truth that once understood can free you from fear, doubt, and limitation forever. It is this: the outer world is merely a reflection of your inner state. What you believe, assume, and persist in internally will inevitably be mirrored in your external reality. Yet so many people fall into the trap of believing that the outside world determines their fate. They allow circumstances to dictate their emotions, their beliefs, and their actions. They look at their bank account and feel poor. They experience loneliness and feel unworthy of love. They face setbacks and believe they are destined for failure. But this is the greatest illusion of all, because it is not the world that shapes you, but you who shapes the world. Your reality is a product of your dominant state of consciousness. If you accept the appearance of lack, struggle, or limitation as final, then you reinforce it and keep it alive. But if you refuse to be deceived by what you see and instead hold firm to your inner conviction, if you dare to believe in a reality unseen, then you set into motion forces greater than any obstacle before you. This is the power of inner conviction. It is the ability to stand unwavering in your belief despite what your senses tell you. It is the deep knowing that circumstances are not fixed but fluid, shifting according to the assumptions you hold within. When you master this principle, you are no longer a victim of life. You become the deliberate creator of your experience. Consider a sculptor standing before an unshaped block of marble. To the untrained eye, it may appear to be nothing more than a solid rock. But the sculptor does not see limitation, he sees the masterpiece already within. He does not doubt, nor does he wait for the marble to shape itself. Instead, he holds the vision of the finished work in his mind and persistently carves away everything that does not align with that vision. So it is with life. If you wish to change your reality, you must first change your inner world. You must see beyond what is and focus only on what you wish to be. You must walk by faith, not by sight, trusting that the world will eventually conform to your assumption. When faced with financial struggle, hold the inner conviction of abundance. When lonely, embody the feeling of love. When doubted, believe in yourself more than ever. Do not react to the world, reshape it. And if ever you find yourself wavering, remember this: the world outside of you is nothing more than a projection of what you hold within. You do not need to fight circumstances. You only need to transform your state of mind. The world is your mirror. Change within, and the reflection must change as well. There is a fundamental law of creation that few truly understand, yet it is the key to unlocking everything you desire. You must become the person who already has what you seek before it can manifest in your reality. Most people live in a state of waiting. They wait for wealth before they feel abundant. They wait for love before they feel loved. They wait for success before they carry themselves with confidence. But this approach only reinforces lack. The secret is not to wait for things to change, but to change first, to embody the state of already having. What does this mean? It means that if you desire something, whether it be success, love, financial freedom, or happiness, you must begin to think, feel, and act as if it is already yours. Not in mere pretense, but in deep conviction. You must occupy the mindset, emotions, and behaviors of the person who already possesses what you seek. When you fully embody this state, the world has no choice but to rearrange itself to match your inner reality. Imagine for a moment that your wish has already been granted. How would you feel? What kind of thoughts would you have? How would you carry yourself? How would you speak? What decisions would you make? Take a moment to dwell in that version of yourself. Feel it as real. That feeling is the key. Your subconscious mind does not distinguish between what is real and what is vividly imagined. If you consistently dwell in the feeling of already having your desire, your subconscious will accept it as truth, and your external world will shift to reflect it. This is not wishful thinking. It is the law of assumption in action. Think of a confident person. They do not wait for external validation before feeling confident. They carry an unshakable belief in themselves, and the world responds accordingly. Think of a wealthy person. They do not focus on lack or scarcity. They think and act from a place of abundance, and opportunities flow to them naturally. If you desire to manifest something, you must stop seeing yourself as someone who wants it, and instead become the version of yourself who already has it. The moment you shift your state of being, everything else follows. Opportunities arise, people appear, and circumstances shift in ways you never could have anticipated, but only because you have already accepted your new reality within. Do not wait for evidence. Do not wait for permission. Live now as the person you wish to be. The world will catch up to your new state of being, for it has no choice. Embody the state of having, and all that you desire must come to you. There is a truth so powerful, so absolute, that once understood and applied, it will transform your life completely. That truth is this: what you assume to be true and persist in will inevitably become your reality. The world you experience today is simply the result of your past assumptions. Every belief you have held, every thought you have repeatedly entertained, has crystallized into the circumstances of your life. Nothing happens by chance. Your reality is shaped by what you assume to be true, whether consciously or unconsciously. Many people attempt to change their lives, but they do not persist in the assumption of their desired reality. They may briefly entertain the idea of success, love, or wealth, but when the world does not immediately conform, they abandon their new assumption and fall back into doubt. This is why most people remain stuck. They allow temporary appearances to dictate their beliefs, rather than holding firm to their assumption until it becomes fact. But here is the great secret. Reality is fluid, not fixed. It will shift to reflect your dominant assumption, but only if you persist. When you assume something is true and refuse to waver, no matter what appears before you, your assumption must harden into fact. This is law. Look at the great inventors, visionaries, and leaders throughout history. They did not allow present circumstances to dictate what they believed was possible. They assumed success before the world saw proof of it. They persisted in their vision despite obstacles, delays, and opposition. And because they refused to accept any reality other than the one they had assumed, the world was forced to comply. You must do the same. If you desire something, whether it be financial abundance, love, health, or success, you must assume it is already yours. Do not entertain opposing thoughts. Do not allow fear or doubt to shake your conviction. Hold steadfast to your assumption, even in the face of contrary evidence. Persist, and the world must yield to your inner certainty. Imagine a seed planted in the earth. It does not sprout the moment it is buried. Days, even weeks, may pass before you see any sign of growth. But the one who understands nature does not dig up the seed in frustration or assume it has failed. They trust the process. They persist in the belief that, though unseen, the seed is growing beneath the surface. So it is with your assumptions. When you plant the seed of a new belief in your mind, the results may not be visible immediately. But if you persist, if you nourish that belief with unwavering faith, it will break through into your reality just as surely as the seed becomes a tree. Do not let appearances deceive you. Persist in the assumption of your wish fulfilled, and soon you will live in the reality you have created. There is a secret to manifesting your desires, a key that opens the door to everything you seek. It is not struggle, it is not waiting, it is not hoping, it is gratitude. Not gratitude for what is coming, but gratitude as if your wish has already been fulfilled. Most people see gratitude as a reaction, something they feel only after receiving what they want. They say, "I'll be thankful when I have more money," or "I'll be grateful when I find love." But this approach keeps them locked in a state of waiting, always looking toward the future, never fully receiving. True gratitude is not a response. It is an act of creation. Gratitude is the proof that you have already received. When you give thanks for something, you acknowledge its presence in your life. You affirm its reality. And because the world is a mirror reflecting your inner state, the more you dwell in gratitude, the more life must give you reasons to be grateful. Think of it this way. If you were to receive a priceless gift, how would you feel? How would you act? Would you not be filled with joy, ease, and appreciation? Would you not move through life with a sense of peace, knowing that all your needs have been met? This is the exact state you must embody now. When you feel gratitude as if your desires are already yours, you align yourself with the reality in which they are. Imagine you have already achieved your greatest dream. Close your eyes and dwell in that moment. How does it feel? Can you sense the joy, the relief, the excitement? Hold on to that feeling and express gratitude for it now. Gratitude is the bridge between the unseen and the seen, between imagination and reality. This is why the most successful people, whether consciously or unconsciously, practice gratitude. They do not wait for external validation to feel blessed. They create the feeling first. And because they carry themselves in a state of fulfillment, life continues to bring them more abundance. Many people make the mistake of seeking change while holding on to feelings of lack. They pray for more, but continue to feel empty. They hope for better, but dwell in frustration. But lack cannot create abundance. The state you occupy determines the reality you experience. If you want to receive, you must first feel as though you already have. If you wish for wealth, give thanks for the riches already present in your life, your home, your meals, your opportunities. If you seek love, be grateful now for the love that already surrounds you, whether from friends, family, or even yourself. If you desire success, express appreciation for the progress you have made, no matter how small. Gratitude multiplies what you focus on. So I leave you with this. Live in gratitude now, and life will give you even more to be grateful for. Everything you have heard today is pointing you to one undeniable truth. You are the creator of your reality. Your assumptions, your imagination, your inner convictions, your ability to persist, and your gratitude, these are not just abstract concepts. They are the very forces shaping your life. When you fully embrace these principles, you no longer wait for circumstances to change, you change first. You stop seeking proof from the outside world and instead become the proof within yourself. You embody the state of already having. You persist in your assumption and you express gratitude as if your wish is fulfilled. And when you do this consistently, reality must conform. It is law. No longer be deceived by appearances. The world is not happening to you, it is happening through you. Every moment you are choosing what to assume, what to believe, and what to accept as true. Choose wisely. Dare to assume the highest and best for yourself. Dare to believe in your own power. Dare to live as though your desires are already yours. I leave you with this. You hold the key to everything you have ever wanted. Use it. Persist in your assumption. Live in the end. Feel the gratitude now, and watch as life bends to match your vision. Thank you.